Okay, so we're going to move on to move number 11 today, and this is actually an exercise that we have been doing on Sunday morning regularly. Um, it's called collecting chi to the dantian. It's probably the simplest of all the moves, but the basic idea is to charge the dantian, charge the body. Let me put a little symbol on here. So, in HUNYUAN Qigong, you've got three major dantians that you work with: the upper dantian, the middle dantian, and the lower dantian. And we're going to gather qi to each of those dantians, but then we're going to move it down from the upper dantian to the middle dantian, or just bring it directly into the dantian, or bring it into the lower dantian and then up to the dantian proper, right? So get yourself a little bit of a horse stance going, right? And first, lift the right hand, gather chi, and breathe it into the third eye, and then sink it down through the body to the dantian proper, right? And let it sort of gather there, and I think of it as a fermentation process. So it's fermenting in here. Right? And then the middle position, gather chi and bring it directly into the dantian. And then the third position, the lower position, this needs a little explanation, right? So you're going to reach down and gather chi and bring it up the inside of the leg to the perineum, and then up the tailbone to the Ming Mun, back between your kidneys, and then you're going to roll it forward into the dantian. Inside of the leg, perineum, up the tailbone, roll it forward into the dantian. And when you do, right, watch. Let your body settle and relax. Bring it in. Watch my thumb. And again. Bring it in. in. So when you're bringing it in and you bring it up the tailbone, you tend to come up a little bit into the Tanjong. And then relax from the Tanjong back into the Mingmen. When you lift your hand, in this case going to be my left hand, to go down and scoop up some yin qi from earth, you start at the base of your spine again and come up your spine to your shoulder, lift your shoulder, and then lift your elbow and your wrist. Okay, any questions on that move?
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say I'm confused about all my danshans. So am I resting this chi into the lower danshan
For the last move?
for the last part? Yeah.
No, the lower dantian is at the perineum. It's in the Indian system, it's the root chakra. All right. So you're going to bring it up through the root chakra, and then up the tailbone to the Mingmen, which is the back of the dantian, and then roll it forward into the dantian, as if the dantian were the bathtub or something, and you're just pouring water into it. The best way to do this exercise, and you can take this out to the other exercises, is to imagine this not air, this is water. You're in water. Right? So you're gathering water into the body, into the third eye, sink it to the dantian. Third eye, sink it to the dantian. Right? Gather it directly into the dantian. Directly into the dantian, down. When you're gathering in the upper position, you're gathering yang qi from heaven, quote unquote heaven. When you're doing the lower position, you're gathering yin qi from earth, and when you're doing the middle position, you're gathering a mixture of yin and yang qi from all the other living things on the face of the earth. All right? So imagine that this is a real medium that you're in. It's not emptiness. So when you do this, any of the exercises, but when you do this exercise as kind of a standalone or maybe a short sequence of two or three of these different moves here, you probably do it 18 times on each side. But that's more than we can probably do. So I would, because of our time limitations, so I would say, 9 times to the left, 9 times to the right, then go to the middle 9 times, 9 times, and lower 9 times, and 9 times. Boom. So let's go through this once with those numbers in mind. And then we'll take a little time, and I don't think we'll be able to do all the exercises, but we'll do a sequence of the exercise. Did everybody get this printout that I sent out the other day? Yes, everybody got this. Good. Okay, so let's do this particular move again. Catherine's going to lead us.
No, Malcolm, I'm barely getting it. It's kind of complicated, actually. You said it's simple, but all those exercises, I found them not easy at all.
They're once you get used to them, and it does take a little time. I find this a very, very relaxing sequence to do because it's you can just relax into your body. Sure, you have to use a little mental stuff, but once you get used to it, it's so simple that anyway, I think it's simple enough that you truly can relax in it. All right, if you're not comfortable doing it, then we'll have Jill do it.
Thank you. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
Okay, so it's just the movie we're just doing, right?
Yeah, one, two, right, up through 9, then the middle, then the lower, right?
Okay.
And while you do that, I have to run check on something in the kitchen. Hold, so you go ahead.
Okay. All right, here we go. Charge in the 3 dantians.
Okay, one comment. When you bend down in the lower position, it's fine to go all the way down to the ground, which is basically what Joe was doing. That's just fine to do that. It's also okay not to go down all the way to the ground. The 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 advantage of going down further is it's a little better exercise, particularly for the lower back and the abs. The disadvantage to it is it's a little bit of a strain. So this sequence is a very soft sequence. It's not quite as soft as Fang Gong, but it's right next to it, right? So when you only go down to the knees, it puts a lot less strain on the knees and on the body. So it's fine to do it that way too. I actually usually do it. Master Feng did it that way. He did not go all the way down to the ground. I pretty much go down just to the knees too, just because I don't want to disturb the mood, right? But on the other hand, it's also fine to go all the way down to the ground. Chen Shang would go all the way down to the ground, and sometimes I go all the way down. So it's optional, whatever you want to do. Questions?
Actually, just a comment is, I don't know if you remember, but the other day I was asking about the quality of the like yin chi being
Yeah.
cool and moist. Well, I've been really playing with that. And I think that's particularly, I want to scoop up that because I'm actually really, I don't notice it so much with yan, but yin, I'm definitely feeling the different quality of it.
And are you liking it, so to speak?
Well, I don't like being cold. It gives me a bit of a tingle, but it's interesting.
A bit of a tingle. Watch out about that tingle. Okay, so um, you may be running a little hot, right? If you've ever been to a traditional Chinese medical doctor or a Qigong doctor, one of the ways they will describe you is, are you hot or cold? Not, it may be some part of you, it may be you in general. Are you running a little moist? Are you running a little dry, etc., etc.? So you may be running a little hot, which means,
Actually, it's the opposite.
oh yeah,
Yeah, because because I work with a Tibetan doctor, and I'm having particular digestive issues. And she took my hand. She's like, "Look at this. There's like a cold spot right in the middle of my digestive system."
uh-huh.
And so basically, I think that's the tingle.
Well,
It's sort
there
of,
you go.
yeah.
What's the name of the doctor?
uh, Yangdrong Kaozang.
I know a couple of names. I don't know that. I don't know in San Francisco. I don't know that name.
Yeah, she works out of Daly City and a second office, I think, in Berkeley.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, just be a little careful doing the qigong, that you don't cool down an area that's already cold. Right? She's gonna be mad at me if you do that.
Yeah, the Tibetans really, really hate the cold. Like, yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
all warm food,
Uh,
your water has to be hot.
yes.
All your food is cooked.
Yes. Exactly.
But yeah, my second cooking pot has a low flame is the diagnosis.
Yeah, Master John was like that too. Even on the hottest day in summer, it'd be 105 degrees. You'd be drinking hot water. Um, okay, so let's do a little of this series, and we'll start with clearing the body. So this is one where I just go down just below the knees, but then you wait, feel the chi go all the way down to the bottom of your feet, and it goes out into the ground. All right, and now charging the three dantians. And the middle position. Watch my hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And the lower position. All right. Again, same as the last exercise. It's a different exercise, but the same pattern. Up through the perineum, up the tailbone to the Mingmen, and roll it forward into the Dantian, and then let it settle back down to the perineum, to the root chakra. When you watch Master Feng do this exercise, I'm going to turn sideways. He does it like this. So your hands go way, way back behind yourself, right? Up to the Mingmen and then forward into the Dantian and back to the root chakra. Okay, that first exercise was a cleansing exercise. The last exercise we did was a gathering exercise. So we gathered yang qi from heaven, yin qi from earth, and a mixture of yin and yang from the surface of the earth. Now we're going to do a mixing exercise. That's to mix the yang and the yin, but also to mix that new qi with the qi that was already in the body. So it's called rolling the ball. And inside, you're doing this. And the outer hands are, they're not driving it, they're following it and assisting a little bit. And reverse. Okay, let's do heaven and earth open and close. So you begin by facing the palms toward each other. All right, so palms face toward each other, and you should feel the center of each palm as if you're holding something between those points. And those points should start to heat up. And it may feel like almost like a little electrical tingle. All right? And once you start to feel that tingle, then you can begin. All right? Open. Relax back into your Ming Men. Close. All right? Open your chest. Relax your chest and drop into the lower back. Open your chest. Now, the trick to this is when you open, you fill the universe. When you open so big, don't hyperextend, but just mentally open big so that there's no longer anything outside you. And then when you close so small that there's nothing left inside. All right? Roll the shoulders down as you drop into your Ming Men in the lower back. Roll your shoulders down. All right? And that way they'll stay comfortable. And down to the middle position. Roll. Right, up into the chest. Roll back down into the lower back. Alright, lower position. and double. Okay, we'll do one more exercise. That last exercise is a circulation exercise. So first cleanse, then gather, then circulate. Right? There are other categories too. Those are three main ones. Right? Let's mix everything again, right, to finish up. And reverse. All right, let your hands pull out any tension or discomfort in the body, any tiredness. And touch the earth. And close your pores. Salute our masters and salute your classmates. Thank you, everyone. We only have one more move, and that's actually more than one move. It's the whole series of self-massage techniques that we use. And we've done some of them, we haven't done some of them. So tomorrow and the next day, we'll work on those, okay? You guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.